all leads to this. Make or break.
Vitality will take them!
A new era is awaiting.
What was that?
Make it yours.
Welcome to Worlds Cooldown. You are hearing the voice of Freak. You can't see them just yet, but Lyric and Kobe are with me as we get to look at this victorious 100 Thieves lineup. Sadly, the last we will see of 100 Thieves for the entire year. Can you expect anything other than the LCS going 3-3 and failing in groups?
I feel like you guys are quite used to this.
Yeah.
We just took down the LPL champions, Freak, and smashed them at that.
So, I mean, honestly, I'm just glad because
Confidence means so much at Worlds.
and we see it every single year, teams faltering in big games. And then sometimes when the pressure is lifted, they fully unleash their potential. We saw it in this 100 Thieves game. Closer, back on Viego, bottom lane with a very aggressive lane setup, going very aggressive with their play, bringing jungle down there, snowballing effectively. Someday even on the top side of the map, fighting for himself, getting some decent plays, burning a lot of cooldowns as well, and they brought it all together.
I feel like overall, not only this game, right, but I feel like every year, every international tournament, even thinking back to MSI, you like see the potential highs of all the teams coming out from NA where they always do beat favorites, they do beat
Sometimes we don't even see the potential highs, though.
Yeah, that's true. But it's also why we have hope every year. It's why I have two different teams getting out in pick'ems. The wrong two teams apparently, because other teams did not.
That's why you predicted Team Liquid to win Worlds.
Yeah, that's why my crystal ball pick was Fun plus Phoenix.
Oh my God, that was so nasty.
I gotta say though, I am happy we are seeing full AP Kennen. As good as Zhonya's and Stopwatch is, they are very good items. They are overrated when your champion's role is damage, because getting like 45 AP or 70 AP for an entire slot, but you have a Void Staff or a what's the far shot one?
Horizon
Focus or a Death Cap, like that just does so much more for like the job of Kennen, which is one shot the entire damn team and go let Viego reset. So I'm glad like that's one thing we're seeing. I know Nuggery's been doing it, other Kennens are doing it, but like people are going more that way and we're not seeing the Zhonya's rush, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, and I even feel like that game, right? That was probably Sumday's best game so far. He had like so many crucial ultimates in that game. And like you're saying, you just see there were so many fights where even if he got like blown up or he had to leave a fight early, he did like 70% of everyone's HP.
Turns out you just do your job better when you build damage, and I'm happy to see it because that's the right way to go about it. Let's take a look, though, at how Group B ended up. Of course, Edward Gaming, as they lost 100 Thieves, means they are dropping just a second seed. T1 are top in the group. So far, so good. Korea, 2-2 for first place.
And every time, Freak, we've been talking about this all day. EDG are in a group with T1, and they just can't get first. In LPL in week 2, it does not look good. EDG only going 1-2 today. Obviously, FPX are out yesterday. For EDG, at least they make it to quarters. They get to show their stuff in best of fives. But I will say pretty surprising after week 1 where EDG looked maybe slightly worse than Damwon, but still up there as one of the big contenders.
And I will say, T1 just looked exceptional this week.
Yes.
We're used to it over all the years, but the transformation from week 1 to week 2, the improvements, the consistency, really, really exceptional stuff here.
Absolutely. We can take a look at the other groups, though. So, yes, yesterday, Damwon Kia went 6-0. Cloud9 managed to pull a 0-3 start into getting out as well. You talked about Fumbles Phoenix collapsing. A 0-4 day for them to fall out. We had another week showing from an LPL team. Edward Gaming went 1-2. They still got out, but they only got out in second when they had 3-0'd their first week. But the important ones are the fact that we've got more matches going on. That Royal Never Give Up group is what we're playing in tomorrow. It is still, as I understand it, Fnatic with a sub, with Bean in the bot lane. As Upset's not playing. I think it's a heartbreak for a lot of Fnatic fans because I think this is a group where I think they could have topped it. We've seen them beat RNG in tough groups before. It doesn't seem like Fnatic have it in them this time around. Obviously, a rough start there, but it still makes it kind of that interesting group fight.
I just don't even want to predict groups anymore, just for the fact that what we've seen these past 2 days, you really have no idea. I think RNG obviously still the favorite going into tomorrow, but all of their games have been messy. So you don't exactly know what to expect.
I expect some fun for tomorrow.
Yes.
I expect that to be scrappy.
We will talk about tomorrow in a second. We are going to talk about today a little bit longer as Lore has an interview with FBI. Check it out.
Thank you very much, Freak. And FBI, thank you so much for joining me. Congrats on taking down EDG today. Must feel a bit bittersweet, though, given the rest of the tournament. But how good does it feel to end the World Group stage on a good note?
Yeah, it definitely feels pretty good considering it's our last game for the year. But yeah, like you said, I'm more sad than happy because I think we could have done a lot better as a team, and it's just like a bit sad.
Even though not only you took down EDG, you destroyed maybe the best bot lane at the tournament. So tell me about the early game, especially your performance with Huhi and how you managed to take this victory from the bot lane.
I think I didn't play that well, honestly, in the last game for the early. I think it was just a really good creative ganks from our mid jungle that helped set us up in the game. And yeah, Lucian Nami is just a really strong lane. So I think I have to just say that our mid jungle is smurfed.
Yeah, well, you all smashed it. It's a team effort in the end. And I do want to point out the fact that you didn't let it go, right? Because we saw how DFM managed to get an early lead against EDG and they couldn't close out the game. So tell me about the communication and everything that went through it for you guys to close out the game in the end.
I think it was just a lot of being patient. We knew that it's pretty hard to just run into them. We don't really have a good solid engage, but we found a really good cannon flank, and I think that sealed the game, and that's what we were looking for pretty much the whole game.
How much did you think you benefit from playing without pressure? Because, as you know, you knew the ending results in the middle of the day. So how much did that help you today?
I feel like blaming performance on pressure is just a bit of an excuse, honestly. And I think in this tournament, I performed really poorly. So I'm pretty sad because it's my first Worlds, but I'm pretty sure we'll be back next year, and I think we'll do a lot better.
Right, and focusing on the positives then, what are the takeaways from this tournament that are going to help you come back, hopefully, and perform better in the LCS next year?
I think just from scrims and on the stage time, the individuals here are a lot better, and you can't really afford to make little mistakes, I feel like, in NA that you can get away with. And I think being exposed to that and kind of getting punished for those mistakes will help me a lot in the future. And yeah, I hope we do better next time.
Is there anything you enjoyed in particular, especially when facing the big bot lanes? I'm talking about EDG, T1 here. Who gave you the biggest challenge and the more fun?
I think probably the T1 bot lane. I think they're really strong, just as a bot duo, and Viper Mako too. But it's just been a lot of fun playing here, playing versus big names and trying to prove myself. So I hope next year I can be here and do a lot better. There's
no doubt that you will be back next year, FBI. Last question for you. Is there anything you would like to share with the fans who've been cheering for you all along?
Yeah, I think to the fans, I'm really sorry for how we played as a team. And yeah, I just hope we do better next year.
Nothing to be sorry about with the performance you showcased today, FBI. Thank you so much for this interview. Looking forward to seeing you again next year in the LCS, but also at Worlds. I know we will see you again.
Thank you.
And Freak, back to you in Cooldown.
Thank you very much, Laura. Of course, the action continues tomorrow. Group C is going to be finalized out. The next day, yes, we have Group D as well. But this one is going to be fun. The LPL has been collapsing somewhat, Lyric. Again, they are 1-6 so far. They have taken the LCS curse onto them. Is RNG going to hold on to their top spot?
You know, at the World's Draw Show with you, I predicted RNG are going to be the team to win the tournament. I feel like RNG have been the smartest LPL team all year. They have all the pieces to do it, and they're going to be the team that doesn't break hearts.
All right, of course, speaking of trying to break hearts though, right, because LCK's gotten top spot so far, we are opening the day with Hanwha Life Esports. Our featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz is Hanwha Life versus PSG Talon. As far as the games went the first week, that's the battle for second. That's the battle for the next spot in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I think that one's the real interesting one, right? And I feel like the dynamic has been very easy to see. For Hanwha, it's been all about individuals. To where for me, PSG have definitely been the much more cohesive team. But like you said, Kobe, I feel like no matter what, that is going to be a really scrappy game.
It definitely is, and I like that it hasn't always been the same Hanwha Life members stepping up because everyone's ready to point at Chovy and at all spotlights on Chovy. Yeah. But Deft has had really big carry games. Even Willer has had some very big games for them. So if they can sync up their good games, if you can all bring it together, in a single day, I'm still a little bit kind of tearing up here, seeing the interviews from guys like FBI and Huhi after this because it's just such small margins that have such huge ramifications with these best of ones and with group stages that mean the difference between you moving on or between you not moving on. So yeah, tomorrow, every game is going to have so much pressure.
Anything else you want to bring up before we end the show? Thumbs up for RNG. Excited matchups all the way around.
Glad you're here, Freak. Good hustle today.
I mean, I'll be hashing with you tomorrow.
I was gonna
yeah,
say
we're closing
the
out that
Freak
group.
Lyric reunion. Let's go.
I'm excited. I mean, we did RNG versus PSG, the MSI semi. So, you know, we'll
it's fitting.
Oh, it's great. And here we are with that not being the match we're casting. But you know, that's okay. That'll be the tiebreak for first. Who knows? It's going to be exciting. That's all for us here for Berlin. We'll be back tomorrow for the penultimate day of the Worlds 2021 group stage. We'll see you then.
It all leads to this. Make or break.
Vitality will take them.
A new era is waiting. Make it yours.